Good evening, children. Good evening. Good evening, Bhavish. Keep your videos on. Neha, keep your video on, बच्चे. Bhavish, we'll just wait for a few more minutes. We'll start then. Okay. Have you done yesterday's homework? Yesterday's homework. I told you about parallelogram, square, and I had given you one question also.
Mom, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, Mom. Good evening, Mom.
Good evening, beta.
Actually, I missed the
Video.
class.
Please put on your video.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Bhavish, done. Very good. Good, beta. Yes, Neha, what are you saying?
Yesterday, I missed the class. I did the homework and heard the recording.
Okay, you did the homework and recording what?
Mom, I heard the recording yesterday's class.
You heard the recording? Where did you hear the recording, Richard?
Mom, yesterday's class, the recording came and I heard it.
But the recordings are not available.
Mom, they are.
No, wait.
Mom, in the WISE app.
Okay, on the WiSE app, it's available.
Yes,
The videos are available on the WiSE app.
the recording.
Okay, chalo, if it is available, then that's very nice. Okay, good.
Mom, I have done the homework.
Very good. You can show me your work.
I copied them.
You can post it on the group also, you know.
I took photo of this one and I wrote it.
Yes, Bhavesh, what are you saying?
And I took photos of those lessons you told yesterday.
Your voice, please unmute, bache. Unmute and say.
Ma'am, I took the photos of those thing of those you told, parallelograms and square, and I copied them in notebook.
Okay, very nice, beta. Great. Yes, very good. Good, beta. That's nice. Good, very good. Yes, good. Very good, Neha. Your name is Neha, no? Yes. Very good, beta.
Mom.
You can even post your homework on the group. You have your 6S group, no? You can post it on that. Okay. Okay, so today I want to do with you, we want to speak about square today and trapezium today, right? Yes?
Mom, it's actually rectangle.
Only what?
Mom, it's rectangle and trapezium.
It's rectangle. Okay.
Mom, so is square a parallelogram?
One second, one second. I think you're not able to see the screen, no? Are you able to see?
Mm.
No. Now? Yes.
Yes.
This was your yesterday's homework I had given, right? We spoke about parallelogram and square, and today we have to speak about rectangle and trapezium. Yes. Okay. So let's do. So today's date is. So what are you finding in this? I told you to make 5 triangles, and the difference of any 2 sides is less than the third side. Did you verify? Is it coming the same?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
The difference of two sides is less than the third side, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do today's work. So that's rectangle with trapezium. Okay, today is 26. So let's talk about rectangle first. Okay, rectangle is this kind of a shape. You all know how does a rectangle look, isn't that? Like
Yes,
this,
ma'am.
like this.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Richie. Good morning, Lakshita. For you, it's good morning. Okay, so this is a rectangle. Rectangle looks like this. Okay. Now, what we see in a rectangle is that it has opposite sides are equal. This is the first property of the rectangle, that its opposite, this side will be equal to this side. If I name the rectangle A, B, C, and D, so I find that AB will be equal to BC. Okay. So opposite sides are equal, and these opposite sides are also equal. This pair of opposite sides is also equal. So all opposite sides are equal. Okay. It has two pair of opposite sides and they're equal. Okay, let's write that first property.
Mom,
Okay.
so are rectangles and triangles parallelograms?
It has properties of a parallelogram also. It has all the properties of a parallelogram also. Okay, in parallelogram also we see opposite sides are equal. Is it?
Yes.
Yes. So in rectangle also we have the same. So you can say opposite sides are equal. You can also note down, please, because this you won't find in your book. Now here, one more thing we see. See, in parallelogram, we observe that angles were not 90 degrees. No? Although this pair of sides were equal, but the angles were not 90. But in this case, what do we see? That all angles are right angles. Is it? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
If you compare it with the parallelogram figure, we saw that the angles are not 90 degrees. These some are obtuse angles, some are acute angles. But in rectangle, we see that all angles are 90 degrees. They are at right angle. So this also you can write. Each of the angles is a right angle. Each of the angle is right angle. Okay. Then if I make a diagonal from, what is diagonal? Yesterday I told you, when we join the opposite side, opposite vertices. Vertices are what? It's a plural for vertex. Vertex means what? These corner points. Okay, these corner points are called vertex. Okay, these corner points are called vertex. Okay, this is vertex, vertex A, vertex B, vertex C, vertex D. Right, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So if we join opposite vertices, we find that the diagonals are equal. So it has its diagonals also equal. Diagonals are equal. Okay. And it holds the properties of a parallelogram, as we see here. Okay. So need not write a parallelogram, but it holds the properties of that only. Some are different also. So we can call it a parallelogram with right angles. Can we call it like that? We can call it a parallelogram with right angles. Okay, some parallelogram which has right angles. A parallelogram with right angles. You can call it like this.
Yes.
Okay, so this was about rectangle. Okay, let's see now. We have to speak about trapezium. Here we don't have much to speak about trapezium. But the only thing here is that it has one pair of parallel sides, not equal, it's parallel. Okay, so this figure is trapezium. We call it trapezium. If I say this is A, B, C, and D, so in this you have one pair of parallel sides. In this you have one pair of parallel sides. Okay, just one pair. These two opposite sides are parallel, but if you see these opposite sides, they are not parallel. They are like this slant. So that means they will intersect somewhere. Suppose if I extend them like this, like this, like this, so they will meet somewhere. That means they are not parallel. So in this, you have one pair of opposite sides is parallel. Okay. And in case, this is in case. In case if you have the non-parallel sides of equal length, suppose if you get the equal length of these non-parallel sides, then you call this type of a trapezium as isosceles trapezium. Isosceles you mean no? Where you have two sides of equal length. So in case, okay, if in case the non-parallel sides are equal, in case the non-parallel sides are equal, then we call it as isosceles trapezium. We call it as isosceles. You have studied about isosceles triangles, no? Where you have two sides equal. Yes? So similarly, we have isosceles trapezium also, where sometimes it's not always that you will get two sides, non-parallel sides equal, but sometimes, rarely, you might get such trapezium where you find the non-parallel sides having equal length. So, in case the non-parallel sides are equal, then we call it as isosceles trapezium. Right? Otherwise, we just have one pair of parallel sides. Right, children? So, this was all about trapezium. Okay? Yes.
Done, ma'am.
Yes, very good, beta. Okay, now coming to the, let's see something in the book. Okay. Now coming to this part. Okay, these are right angles. Angle that makes 90-degree, those two lines that make 90-degree angle are called right angles.
Right
Now,
angle.
yes, right angles. Now you can see a clock, how the needles of a clock move. Is it? Sometimes they make 90-degree angles, sometimes they make straight angles, sometimes all different angles. Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
From 0 to 360 degree, they keep making some different angles. Okay, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Suppose if you have the needles of the clock like this. Now, if you have one needle here and you have another needle here, so what angle is it making?
Acute angle.
A right angle.
It's making a right angle. How can you see this right angle? See, this is some quarter. See, in clock, what do you see? You have like this, no? This straight line. If I take it like this and this straight line like this. So this is 1/4 of it. Isn't that? That means 15 minutes. It has total here 12 hours. So that means 12 hours are there, 60 minutes. So that means 15 minutes is making 1/4. Is it? It's 15 minutes, no? 5 minutes, 5 minutes, and another 5 minutes. So 15 minutes is making 1/4. And here again you can see from 3 to 6, another next 15 minutes are making 1/4 here also. Another quarter here also, another quarter here also. Okay. So all 15 minutes make 1/4. And all 30 minutes make half. It makes half, no?
Yes, ma'am. Straight angle.
A straight angle. Okay, so this much part is a quarter, this much is a straight angle. And if you go further like this, that is the 3/4 of the part of a circle. That is like this, it makes a reflex angle. All right. So we have different positions of the needles. So if I talk about here, from 12 to 6, half of a revolution or 2 right angles. Now this is making half revolution, you know. The needle moved from 12 to 6. That means it's making a straight angle here. That means how many right angles it has moved through? How many right angles it has moved through?
Ma'am,
Two.
one.
How many right angles it has moved to make a straight angle like this?
Two, ma'am.
Ma'am, one.
How many?
Two, ma'am.
Yes. So 2 right angles. One this one and another this one. Okay. 2 right angles. Okay. So 2 right angles and it has made half revolution. Is it? Can you see? This is if it makes a complete circle, that means it's making complete revolution. But now since it is halfway, we say it is making half the revolution. Yes, we can say that. Okay. Now see, from 6 to 9. If the needle moves from 6 to 9, what revolution is it making? Quarter. Quarter, no? 1/4 of a revolution.
Yes.
Complete revolution is complete circle. If it starts from 12 and it comes back to 12, that's a complete revolution. Okay.
Yes.
But if it reaches here at 6, that means that's a half revolution. Okay. If it reaches at 3, that means it's making a quarter revolution. Then if it is reaching at 9 here, from 12 to 9, that means it's making 3/4 of the revolution, is it? So from 6 to 9 is just a quarter part it has moved. So it's making 1/4. 1/4 is quarter, no? We call
Yes.
1/4 as quarter. And half as 1/2 as?
1/2.
Okay.
Half, ma'am.
So that means it's making how many right angles it's making? 1 right angle. Right?
1 right.
From here 6 to 9, that's 1 right angle. Okay, now from 1 to 10. From 1 to 10, let's see here. Okay. 1 to 10 now. Okay, so from 1, it moved to 10, like this. So that means it's making, see this arrow of the angle. So this is making how many angles? Just 15 minutes are left. Quarter part is left. for it to reach back to 1. It started from 1, no? So it has before, so to reach 1, it is just quarter part is left. So that means how many parts it has covered?
3.
3/4. It has covered 3/4 of the part. So 3/4 revolution is done. Or we can say how many right angles it has moved through?
3 right angles.
3
right
Three, ma'am.
angles.
3
Are
right
you
angles.
understanding, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Okay, so let's see some more questions.
Ma'am, I could not complete the trapezium.
Yes,
I could not complete the trapezium.
you want to write trapezium about trapezium?
No, ma'am. I too didn't complete the notes for trapezium.
Okay, so just a second. Where is that note? Here. So, okay, write down them. And what about others? Have you completed? Okay, so please write down, beta. Yes, okay. So, Neha, you have also written?
Ma'am, I'm writing the second point.
Okay, please write down.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, coming to this part now, let's do these sums. What fraction of a clockwise revolution does the hour hand of a clock turn through? What fraction of a clockwise revolution? Just a second, making it big. Yeah. Okay, what fraction of the clockwise revolution does the hour hand of a clock turn through? You have to tell what fraction is it covering, half or quarter or 3/4, like that, okay? So if the clock is moving from 3 to 9, so just imagine a clock here. I'm making a rough sketch of a clock here. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is 6. This is 9. Okay. And now you tell me. You can just see here. It
Ma'am,
will
it's
give you.
1/3.
Huh. So this is the center. Now, if the clock is moving from 3 to 9, that means what part of revolution is it covering?
Half.
Half. Very good. I'll ask each one of you one by one. Okay, now Neha will say, Neha, if the clock is moving from 4 to 7, 4 is here, you can see here in this picture, 4 to 7, that means how much part is it moving? What fraction is it moving?
Ma'am, quarter.
Yes,
Ma'am, a quarter.
quarter, very good.
1/4.
Yes, and Bhavesh, tell me if it is moving from 7 to 10, then what part is that?
Ma'am, 1/7.
No, it's moving from 7 to 10. The clock needle is moving from 7 to 10. It started from 7 and it stopped at 10. So that means how much part it has moved through? Fraction.
Ma'am, half. Ma'am, half.
How can you see half? See, it's 15 minutes. No, I said 15 minutes make 1/4. So from 7 to 8 is 5 minutes. 8 to 9 is another 5 minutes. 9 to 10 is another 5 minutes. So that means it's 15 minutes. 15 minutes make 1/4.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So how much is that? How do you write a quarter?
Ma'am,
How do you
ma'am,
write a
1/4.
1/4? So you understood now? That means the
Yes,
needle
ma'am.
of the clock, it was here at 7. From 7 to 10 it moved. Okay, that means it covered quarter of a revolution. Okay. Now, next one, Lakshita. From 12 to 9, if the needle moves from 12 and stops at 9,
3/4, ma'am.
3/4 of a revolution. Good. Okay. Neha, from 1 to 10, it starts from 1 and stops at 10. 1 and all through till 10. So how much of the revolution? 3/4. Very good, Beta. Your volume is very low, Neha. Just try and increase it.
Yes, I'll try.
Bhavesh, now it's your turn. If the needle moves from 6 to 3, that means how much revolution is it covering?
And
What
3/4.
happened? From
Ma'am,
6 to 3, like this. Okay, that's 3/4. Okay, now everyone knows what is clockwise direction.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, needles of a clock always move like this from 12, then 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, like this, like this. And the opposite direction of that is called anti-clockwise. So this also you have to be very careful that whether the question is asked clockwise or anti-clockwise. So we have this in our next question. Okay. So you have to see the revolution from which side is it moving. Clockwise it is moving or anti-clockwise. So let's see question number 2. Where will the hand of a clock stop? Okay, if it starts at 12 and makes half of a revolution clockwise. I'm making another clock here. It starts at 12 and make half revolution clockwise. Clockwise means in its regular direction, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
So it starts from 12. 12 is here and takes half revolution like this. So that means where will the needle reach?
From 6.
6. Very good. Okay. Starts at 2 and make half of a revolution clockwise. Neha, you tell me.
8.
Okay. It started from 2 and took half revolution. It's reaching 8. Starts now, Bhavesh. Starts at 5 and quarter of a revolution clockwise. Okay, quarter of a revolution.
E1.
Huh? Say loudly.
C bit, are you asking?
Yes, beta. See.
Ma'am, 8.
8. Very good. Okay. Okay. Starts at 5 and make 3/4 of the revolution clockwise. Lakshita. It started from 5 and took half revolution. Yes?
2, ma'am.
Sorry, 3/4 of the revolution, not half, 3/4. So that's 2. Okay. Now see the next one. Which direction will you face if you start facing? Now this is based on the direction. You have 4 directions. You know that? North, south, east, west. So if I take this as east, this is west. The opposite direction of east will be west. If I take north here, then opposite to it will be south. Right? Okay. Let's see. Which direction will you face if you start facing east? Okay, your face is towards east this side and make half a revolution in clockwise direction. So clockwise is like this direction. Okay, where will you reach after half a revolution?
West.
West. Very good. Okay, now you're facing east and you make 1.5 of a revolution clockwise. Neha. Yes. Yes.
West.
That means one complete revolution is same point and then again half revolution. So that's west. Okay, Bhavesh. You are facing to Bhavesh, it's your turn. See bit. You are facing towards west and you make 3/4 of the revolution anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise is this movement, this side. Okay, so where will you reach?
North.
Huh? North. Very good. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now, Lakshita, you are facing south and you make one complete revolution, one full revolution.
South, South, ma'am.
Okay. Right? So,
Yes.
if you are making complete revolution, then here anti-clockwise or clockwise does not matter because you are making a complete revolution. Okay. Okay, what part of a revolution have you turned through if you stand facing east and turn clockwise to face north? This is Neha. Now you tell me what part of a revolution. You have to tell how much part of the revolution I did. Okay, half revolution, quarter, three-fourths, that way. So what part of revolution have you turned through if you stand facing east and turn clockwise to face north? If you are,
3/4.
so that means from east to north level. So that's 3/4. Okay. Bhavesh, so you're facing south and you turn clockwise to face east.
Same as A bit. 3/4.
3/4. Okay. Lakshita, you're facing west and you turn clockwise to face east.
Half, ma'am.
Okay. So I hope you all have understood this. Is it? Great. Find the number of right angles turned through by the hour hand of a clock when it goes from. Now here you have to say how many right angles it has turned through when it started from 3 to 6. Okay, now same like a clock. Let's make a clock here. This is the center point. Okay, now find the number of right angles turned through by the hour hand when it goes from 3 to 6. 3 to 6. If the needle is moving from 3 to 6, that means how many right angles it has turned through?
1.
One right angle, yes. Okay, Lakshita, you tell me. If it turns from 2 to 8, that means how many right angles?
2, ma'am.
Yes, 2 right angles. Bhavesh, from 5 to 11, how many right angles?
2.
Very good. Okay, Neha, from 10 to 1, how many right angles?
1.
1. Lakshita, from 12 to 9, how many right angles?
1, ma'am. No, ma'am. 3, 3.
9. 3. Okay. Okay. 12 to 6, how many right angles, Bhavesh?
2.
2. Very good. Right, children? Oh, there are so many. Let's do these also. Okay.
Yes.
How many right angles do you make if you start facing? Okay. How many right angles we have to tell now? If you, one second. Yes, beta. How many right angles do you make if you start facing south and turn clockwise to west? Okay.
1.
This is north, south, east, west. Okay, from south to clockwise to west. How many right angles?
1.
1. Okay, north, Lakshita now, north and turn anti-clockwise to east.
No.
Yes, you're
Ma'am,
starting
3 right angles.
3 right angles like this. No, anti-clockwise, you have to reach all the way to east. Okay, Bhavesh, you are
Yes,
facing
ma'am.
west and turn to west. You are facing
Ma'am,
west.
4 right and
4 right.
4 right and
Okay, next Neha.
Yes.
From south and you turn to north.
2.
You go towards south and you turn to north.
2.
2 right angles. Okay. Okay, where will the hour hand of a clock stop if it starts? Now, where will the hour hand will stop? If it starts from 6, okay, and turns through one right angle. Okay, now let's make it a clock shape now. Okay, this is a clock now. Okay, 12, 3, 6, 9, like this. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11. So you should always keep the clock in your mind. Okay, starting from 6 and you turn through one right angle. So one right angle means where will you reach?
9.
9.
9. Very good. Okay. Speak on your turn. Okay. Now Lakshita from 8 and turns through two right angles.
2, ma'am.
2. Very good. Bhavesh from 10, you start from 10 and turn through three right angles.
Ma'am, 7.
Very good. Okay, Neha from 7 and turn through two straight angles.
Ma'am, 1.
Yes,
Ma'am, 1.
1. Good. Okay. I hope it was clear to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So you must be very careful what direction it is given, right? So what do we have next? After this, we have about angles. Okay. Okay, so you know this, I think you know everyone, right? What are right angles? What are obtuse angles? Straight angles? Okay, let's see if you can. Okay,
For
wait,
the last question,
this one,
like from
above
7 to 2 right angles,
one.
the answer was 7.
Here, you say,
Was
see,
1.
you start from 7. Okay, if you start from 7 and you turn through okay, it's two straight angles. Okay, okay, it's not right angle. It turns to two straight angle means complete revolution. Okay, okay. So you come back to 7 only.
7.
Okay, it's two straight angles. We just took it for right angles. Okay, that's right, Lakshika. Very good. Good, beta. Okay. Okay, let's see the names of the angles now. Okay, here we have some angles. Okay, so see children, this we had discussed in our very first class. What are angles? So when we speak about angles, the angles which lies between 0 and 90 degree are called acute angles. Is it? Which
Yes.
lies in between 0 degree to 90 degree is called acute angle. And the one which are exactly 90 degree, we call them as
Right.
right angles, right? And those angles which range between 90 to 180 degrees, we call them as obtuse angle. Is it? Yes, the angles which range between 90 and 180. And the ones which are exactly 190 degrees, that we call as straight angles, right? So this is straight angle, this one we call as right angle here. Okay. Okay. The angles which are more than 270, which lies between from 180 to 360, they are all reflex angles. Okay.
Yes.
Right? And if any angle is making a complete revolution like this, it started from back here. So that is making a complete angle. That's a complete revolution. Okay. So that angle we call it as complete angle or 360-degree angle. So 0 and 360 both lie at the same point. This is, we call it 0 because it is the starting point. And we call it 360 degree because it's the ending point. Okay, so 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90 gives 360. Is it?
Yes.
So straight angle, where will I match it? Just read the options here. First read all the options here. Read options both sides first, everyone. Okay, read.
Yes.
Okay, read all options. Okay, let's discuss now. Now, straight angle. Where will you match this with straight angles? किसके साथ match करें? What should we
Uh,
match this
Ma'am,
with?
C.
Half
Ma'am,
revolution.
see, ma'am, half of
Straight angle we can call as half a revolution, is it? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, right angle now. So this was one.
ma'am,
Ma'am, 1/4 of a revolution.
This is 1/4. Where is one? This is 1/4 of a revolution. Okay, I'll ask one by one. Okay, acute angle. Bhavesh.
an acute angle.
Acute angle. What will you match it with?
I'm less than 1/4 of a revolution.
Very good. Okay, Neha, obtuse angle.
Ma'am, between 1/4 and 1/2, half of a revolution.
Between 1/4 and half of a revolution. Great. So it's here. Okay, then you have obtuse angle. Lakshita.
Obtuse angle. More than, ma'am, obtuse angle is already done.
Where obtuse angle?
That's done.
Obtuse angle we have done. Okay. Reflex
That's
angle.
reflex angle.
Reflex angle, beta.
More than half a revolution.
Reflex
That's also done.
means, uh,
That's also done. It's one complete revolution.
no, it's here. More than half a revolution. This is fifth one. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And this is something extra. Okay.
Ma'am, it's a complete angle.
That's complete angle. Okay. Okay, now see here, classify each one of the following angles as right angle, straight angle, acute, obtuse, and reflex. Now you have to say which angle is which one here. Now starting with Lakshita. Lakshita, which angle is this?
Acute.
Acute, very good. Okay, so you can see here, just by looking, you can just imagine here it's less than 90 degrees. Okay, Bhavesh, which angle is this?
And this obtuse.
Obtuse, very good. Okay, Neha, what angle is this?
Ma'am, it's right angle.
Right angle, very good. Okay, children, it's time. I have another class now. I'll be quickly winding it up now. Okay.
Okay.
So just we'll complete this. Whose turn is this now? Lakshita. Lakshita, what angle is this?
Reflex angle.
Very good. Okay, Bhavesh, what angle is this? It's on this straight line like this. Yes, Bhavesh, say fast.
It's
See, this is on a straight line, no? Like this. So what?
it's right.
Yes, see, it is on a straight line, no? So we call it straight angle. It's 180 degrees, no? Straight angle. Okay? Yes, Bhavesh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Neha, what angle is these? This angle and this angle?
Ma'am, acute.
Acute. Very good. Okay, children. So I'll post a worksheet for you for homework, and today I'll be giving you one activity to do. Okay? For the homework, you must do that. Okay? You will get it after some time. When I finish with all my classes, you will get it then. So
Okay.
thank you. So thank you for today, Bache. All of you. Bye.